What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lector, and today we got another figure here to be added into the retro X-Men set, and that is of course Dark Phoenix. So I'm super excited to check out this figure because I did miss out on the Toys R Us exclusive figure which came about a few years ago. So yes, I'm super stoked to check this figure. Of course, in today's video, what we're gonna do is of course check out the figure, go through the articulation, and of course the accessories, and give you my thoughts and my opinion on it. So yes, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so we're gonna start off here with the packaging, and I really do like this retro series because I do like that nice plastic clamshell. You get to see what is coming inside. And of course, they do have the nice artwork on the front here, which does give it a very nostalgic feel. You do have that nice comic book feel-ish. Again, as a kid growing up in the 90s, this is really nice. And of course, if we switch it on to the back here, we do have the product image on the top. And we also have the other figures that comes with this set. And just bringing this a little bit closer, a little bit description here of Dark Phoenix. Overwhelmed by the power of the cosmic Phoenix entity, Jean Grey gives in to the being's destructive tendencies. So yes, I'm just super stoked about this. So now let's just unbox this bad boy up. Alright, so we have the figure right here, and I am super excited about this. But before we go any further, let us just check out the accessories. Okay, so we do have two sets of hands over here. We have the closed fisted hands, and we also have the open hands as well. And of course, we do have the Phoenix on the top here. Okay, so we have the Dark Phoenix over here, and of course there are some things that I really do like about this figure, and there is definitely some things that I don't really like. In terms of looks, it looks really amazing. I do know that the Toys R Us figure did have the translucent hair, which we don't really have here. If I'm not mistaken, they do have an extra head sculpt that did came with the figure, but this one here doesn't have it. So overall, in terms of looks, I think it looks alright. As we can see, it is quite hard to balance, and the Dark Phoenix here is actually quite hard to balance on her arm. So that is one thing to consider here. But overall, I think this is an excellent looking figure. I mean, look at the eyes on this. This looks really nice. And of course, very nostalgic of the cartoon and the comics as well. I do like the hair on here. It does have the black wash on her as well. Very nice, and very rare to find in modern day Marvel Legends figures, because we don't really have that nowadays. And of course, when it comes to the Dark Phoenix as well, this one does look really badass, very nice, and it does rest on a hand, but you got to make sure you position it quite well. And going on to the suit here, I think this is a little bit plain and mono when it comes to the suit. I mean, it looks alright, very nostalgic of how it actually looked. Maybe if they have given us a more golden color feel, I think that would be really awesome. The yellow and red here, the mustard color, doesn't look that great, I would say, but still looks really decent. And of course, in terms of the cloak here, or you want to call it the satchel or something like that, it's really cool because you can just like position it backwards or forward. And overall, I think in terms of that, the body, other than this, is a pretty plain figure. In terms of that, you don't really have a lot of distinguish, but that is of course expected from these kind of figures. I do like the paintwork on this, and as we can see from the tie here, there is a little bit of some irregularities over here, a very common QC issue when it comes to Marvel Legends figure, and it's very disappointing to find this here on this Dark Phoenix figure, which I think this is a really hot figure to have, no pun intended, but definitely a lot of people who want to get this definitely want this, and even Spiral, because this is an excellent set. And of course, if we look here, I do like this nice emblem that we have on her. This one is a little bit different color, so you can see it's a little bit shinier compared to the other parts of this yellow on her suit. And overall, I think this is a really good figure, but in some instances, it does look pretty plain. Okay, and now let's check out the articulation on this. So in terms of head movement, you can't really tilt all the way back, but you can tilt forward this much, which isn't too bad, but it's getting hindered by the hair here. In terms of the swivel, you can actually rotate it. It's quite loose to do this, and you can rotate it as much as you want in this much, because again, it's hindered by the hair. In terms of the arms, you can rotate it 360 degrees. You do have nice bicep swivel. You do have excellent double jointed elbows over here, so you can rotate it and twist it up this much. It is a little bit gummy, I would say, So, but you can actually do that. And in terms of the wrist here, you do have nice rotation. You can go up this much, and you can go down this much here as well. Going on to the torso, you can kind of swivel left and right, and you can crunch forward this much. You can crunch forward back this much here. And you don't have any waist rotation. Going on to the legs, you can spread out here this much, and you can kick forward here. And then going on to the upper thigh, you do have your nice upper thigh swivel, and of course double jointed knees, which can go up this much. And you also do have very, very nice ankle rotation and swivel as well. And measuring out this figure, it does stand at about the 6.5 inch mark. And here is it next to some other figures they have reviewed so far from this set. Here are some other lovely jean grey figures. We have one from the Triangle 3-pack, which does look really, really awesome. And we also have the Phoenix figure from the Juggernaut Bath Wave, which also does look really awesome. And let us just try out some head swaps over here. Okay, and I gotta say, it actually looks pretty alright. This one here does look not too bad. It does feel a little bit natural, but not that natural, I would say. But this one definitely looks super, super awesome. This head sculpt here, this head sculpt on this body definitely does look really, really awesome. And I really do like all the jean grey figures. Okay, so that is it with the Dark Phoenix figure. And in terms of rating, I'm just gonna give this a nice 6.5 out of 10. It is definitely above average. It is lacking in some areas, but as a figure and as a fan, and of course as a person that did miss out on the Toys R Us figure, I think this one here looks really, really nice. They have nice accessories, they have nice articulation, and it looks super, super badass as well. But these are just my thoughts and my opinion. Do leave yours in the comment section down below. Of course, if you did enjoy this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. Do also follow me on my Instagram at @theHummelLector, and I'll see you guys in the next one.